Tomorrow it needs to be looking a little bit brighter than today.
Rodney Elliott loves being a dairy farmer.
Hi guys.
So much so that he was willing to move halfway around the world to ensure that he could have the best, most productive, and most technologically advanced dairy possible. Aside from his wife and children, about the only thing Rodney loves as much as Ireland are his cows.
I have a great respect for a dairy cow. I think she is something to be admired. The worst thing that she can leave you is another one, you know, a heifer cow. And so if they work for me, I certainly will go to everything I can do to make them happy and healthy.
Lifelong dairy farmers, the Elliots immigrated to South Dakota 5 years ago from Northern Ireland.
I grew my business from 20 cows to 150 cows. The next move for me didn't make any financial sense.
When we were in Europe and living in Northern Ireland, because most dairies were being expected to retract back in, don't keep as many cattle, don't produce as much milk. We had a quota system. You were penalised if you produced too much milk.
The Elliots sold their farm in Ireland and started the new dairy in South Dakota, a dairy with a very unique name.
Well, Drumgoon was the name of our farm back in Ireland, which was in our family name from 1946, and I thought it was a good name to bring with us. We couldn't bring the farm with us, but we could bring the name.
Back in Ireland, Drumgoon means hill of ash trees. But in South Dakota, it's become its own place on the map.
It's taken the local people a little bit of time to get their tongue around it, you know. But now it's with pride that I can lay in bed one morning and listen to the radio presenter in Watertown saying, and there's quite a lot of fog around Drumgoon Dairy on Highway 81, so we'll become a landmark.
As president of the South Dakota Dairy Producers, Marv Post has a unique appreciation for the opportunities afforded American dairy farmers.
We have a free enterprise system, and that's what people desire. And they're leaving countries where that's been regulated, and they don't have that there, and so they're coming here, just like my family did. My grandfather came over from Holland. My father raised 9 children on a quarter of ground and milked 45 cows.
With a dairy of this size, everything the Elliots do is big. Drumgoon produces nearly 15,000 gallons of milk daily. For that to happen, 3,000 cows have to be fed $10,000 worth of feed every day. All those cows produce more than just a lot of milk. They also produce 35 million gallons of manure each year. The Elliots go to great lengths to utilize the benefits of that manure in ways that are good for the environment and the community. Drumgoon lays a temporary pipeline through the ditches and culverts around the dairy, which allows them to pump the natural fertilizer to neighborhood farms up to 3 miles away. This saves the nearby farmers thousands of dollars they would otherwise spend on chemical fertilizers.
We pay someone to come and pump the manure, it's knifed in, and we actually run out of cow manure every time we pump. We don't have enough cow manure for what the crop farmers need.
Drumgoon Dairy also utilizes state-of-the-art technology, like this computerized calf feeding system. It's one of the first of its kind in the country. The formula is blended automatically. As the calves enter the chute to drink, a wireless reader IDs the animal and calibrates how much to feed it.
It's all about having a lifetime history. So we'll have a lifetime history on the first milk the calf drinks here to the last milk it produces as a cow, all on computer.
The Elliots' infectious personalities have helped them quickly become a part of their new community. As well as taking part in their local church and school activities, they also make sure the dairy itself is giving back.
One of our guys who drives our payloader wanted the payloader home to clear his driveway. We'd had like 2 feet of snow. And I said, fine man, you take it, you go home, you clear the driveway, but you do your neighbour on your right and you do your neighbour on your left. That's the deal. You don't get the payloader if you don't do that. And he says, I don't know them. And I said, well, you will when you did it, you know?
It's that kind of attitude that is evident in the management of the farm. Amidst the technology and number of cows is a respect for their workers, the land, and most importantly, respect for the cows.
What I try to instill in our staff is we look after every cow like we only have one. Every cow is treated as an individual because they come first. The cows, the staff, they're the important things. We can't work without either of those. And they both have to be happy.